Hi, welcome to the item. My name's Glenn Knight. I'm the CEO of Training to Care Group, and today we're talking about item number T2C11. Now, the T2C11 is about moving and assisting, and it's our full day course. And it is one of the premier courses that are available to the care industry. And I'm joined today by our moving and assisting lead, Kate Ambrose, who's going to tell us about this course. So, Kate, welcome to the item, and we're surrounded by many pieces of equipment that we use for practical on the moving assisting course. So can you tell me a little bit about the moving assisting full day course, please?
Yeah, sure I can, Glenn. It's such a really vital course for the health and social care sector. The full day course allows everybody on the course to really get involved in the practical elements, as it's a half day on theory and then a half day on the practical elements. All staff walk away from the sessions knowing that they have got the skills to provide the care to their residents.
So who's this ideally suited to? Because I suppose an experienced member of staff, would they need to use this, or is this ideally set up for new starters?
Ideally, it is aimed and geared towards new starters. That being said, Glenn, sometimes people that have been in the sector for years really do benefit from the full day. You know, when was their last training? When did they have their last update? So the course really isn't boxed to just new starters. Okay,
that's great. And so this is a really in-depth course, and we cover theory. So can you tell me a little bit about the content there, please?
Yeah, of course I can. It's so much more in depth than the half day because legislation and regulation is vitally important. So we really do go into depth on regulations such as LOLA and also PUA, which is really important, as staff are going to be using equipment to transfer their residents safely.
And do you tailor that around whether it's domiciliary setting, whether is this ideal for every sort of setting?
Yeah, definitely, and also dependent upon what service we're going into. Legislation and regulation does slightly vary, so we always make sure that the training is delivered to the needs of the client.
That sounds great. So we've got the practical equipment here. What I'd suggest is we actually do a little practical demonstration. So we're going to bring in Mick, who's one of the other trainers, to support you in this.
Welcome Mick, thanks for joining me here today. So what we've already done is we have applied this sling with the use of a slide sheet, and what we're going to run through is a nice easy demonstration of how to remove this slide sheet that we've used to achieve this. So what we need to do is make sure that we're working at a safe height, which we are. We've profiled this beautiful Infocare bed to a safe working height of my hips here. And what I'd like you to do, Mick, with a nice flat hand, is just firmly support on that profile mattress. And then very gently, with the other hand, just glide the slide sheet out of the way. What I'm now going to do is get my wonderful Birdie Evo Infocare hoist. And if you just stay supporting that bar for me, I'm going to very simply apply my blue strap here. I'm going to support the bar of that hoist while Mick applies his. And the same for the bottom. Thanks there, Mick, supporting the bar. I'm going to apply the grey one at the bottom there and firmly support the hoist. And we are ready to do a hoist transfer.
So Kate, that was a great practical demonstration, thank you. There's so many techniques though, isn't there? What other equipment do we use within this course?
There's so much that we can cover on the full day. It's really dependent upon the services that we're actually going into. Part of the booking process is we ask what equipment they have on site. If equipment is needed, we can bring it for them. We've got Sarah Steadies, we've got returns, we've got full body hoists, all of which can be brought to the venue. And it's not just about equipment, Glenn, it's the techniques that we cover that are vitally important. So correct hand placement, you know, making sure that skin integrity is maintained, how to position hands, how to roll effectively, how to position somebody forwards in a chair or backwards in a chair. All these little techniques go a long way to making sure that residents are safe. And
that's so important. So Kate, one of the things I always ask trainers is, have you got any feedback from delegates how this has helped the people that we serve?
Yeah, we do often. We'll revisit services and settings that we've been into, and the staff actively will approach us and detail how these techniques do work. you know, whether it be helping someone come forwards in a chair or effectively doing a sit to stand, which is what a lot of staff do struggle with. And it is down to hand placement and the technique that is actually the challenge.
Thank you so much. Now, T2C11 is the full day moving and assisting. Ideally, this is for everyone in care because we all need an update. But for new members of staff, it's so important that we get moving and assisting right. Now, during this course, every single person that attends will go into the hoist. They will be involved in the practical side, and we're going to make it as realistic as possible. Whether you work in your house, whether you're working in a care home, in a hospital setting, in a nursing home, this course is so important. T2C11. It's available on the item today, and if you need further information, you can always come through to 01376 573 999 and speak to the team at Training to Care.